Dr. Ablow, is that okay? Some people have said that the president is delusional, that he doesn't understand the threat. But for your analysis to be correct, he understands the threat, but something's preventing him from identifying it. And is it his childhood? And again, I go back to that Cairo speech, where if he just doesn't acknowledge the threat and he takes his mind back to where he was as a child when he remembers a peaceful Islam, the threat won't exist if he doesn't acknowledge it.
It's that he's balancing threats. And to the President of the United States, I believe that the United States of America is the bigger threat. That he sees that our focus on autonomy, our desire to spread our ideas around the world, has been a great plague. And he's, really not up for the idea of saying, I'm with these guys against them, because he sees them as people who have been put upon. That's where this whole notion comes from, build their economies, get them jobs, and then they'll like us again. No, they won't like us again. They're fundamentally, in a fundamentalist way, opposed to our very existence.
I'm glad you brought up unemployment and jobs, because a lot of people are talking today about how Marie Harf, the spokeswoman for the U.S. State Department, blamed part of this problem on the fact that the terrorists don't have jobs. Listen to this.
We cannot win this war by killing them. We cannot kill our way out of this war. We need, in the longer term, medium and longer term, to go after the root causes that leads people to join these groups, whether it's lack of opportunity for jobs. We can work with countries around the world to help improve their governance. We can help them build their economy.
Okay, it's a jobs problem. Any shovel-ready jobs, Kennedy?
Okay, there are two jobs problems. There's job problems in this country. This is where people need jobs. This is where people need focus on the economy. That's completely misplaced in the focus, number one. Number two, those Coptic Christians were going to Libya, where they knew there were terrorists and strife, because they couldn't get jobs because of religious persecution in Egypt. These were poor, younger men who went over to find a better way of life in a very dangerous place, looking for work because they needed jobs. And that's what they were doing. So that's misguided.
And ISIS is not hurting for money, Andrea. ISIS is, the black market on oil. They're making up to $3 million a day on selling oil in the black market. So they're not hurting for jobs. It's not about jobs. It's not about poor families. I was proud of Chris Matthews for actually going up against her when she gave that answer, because he pushed back and he said, we're going to be dealing with poor families and jobs for the rest of eternity.